In this broadcast, we're going to take a look at the Men's Achievement Center adding a new member to its family. And also, the Art Museum is displaying artwork done by faculty and staff. You're tuned into Central News.
From the broadcast studio in the Department of Mass Communication at North Carolina Central University, this is Central News.
Greetings, Soaring Eagles. My name is Devontae Wedlock, and I'm your anchor here on Central News. The Men's Achievement Center has created a new addition to the family, the Sisters of the MAC. Jordan Massey has more on this story.
Thank you, Devontae. The Sisters of the MAC have been greatly impacting the Men's Achievement Center for a while, supporting its brothers academically, socially, and mentally.
The Sisters of the MAC have an influence over the brothers in the MAC by showing them different examples of success within their same peer group. Due to this positive motivation, the program can help establish positive relationships between young black men and young black women early on.
The sisters bring a reference of excellence for our young men. They're determined, but also they push our young men to be the best.
Since being established, the Sisters of the MAC put together the I Am Enough campaign, which is currently one of their highlight campaigns for the program. It was created to combat against imposter syndrome, an internal experience that can cause a person to view themselves as not as competent in comparison to how they're viewed by other people. This campaign, which started last December, is still fresh and is their central focus for this semester as well. Due to COVID-19, the organization has faced struggles with student engagement and morale. To combat some of these challenges, the organization is keeping its students involved with virtual volunteer service hours, one-on-one meetings to make sure members are staying on track, as well as a strong executive board that's always presenting new ideas.
They are speaking with the organization regularly and taking in ideas to make sure that everyone feels included.
Key mental health conversations are also being implemented into virtual programs, and students are able to meet in person in the Men's Achievement Center within certain guidelines. No more than 10 students can be in the center at a time, and social distance guidelines are still being enforced.
For more information on the Sisters of the MAC and their organization, check out their Instagram page at NCCU SOTM. They will be looking for new members soon and are currently arranging an interest meeting, which information for will be spread via social media, flyers, and word of mouth when those details arise. Reporting for Central News, Jordan Massey.
Here at the Art Museum on campus, they will be displaying artwork produced by faculty and staff. Justin Wright has more on the story. Justin?
NCCU staff is being spotlighted by putting their artwork here in NCCU's Art Museum.
Until March 12th, North Carolina Central University's Art Museum will be displaying artwork from their faculty and staff. 6 professors from different departments, including Art and Design Chair Brenda Fason's art, will be displayed. Some of the artwork presented will have some of the political views of the professors. African-inspired sculptures and paintings will also be presented at the museum.
I think it's important to be honest about it. I think, especially with us being African American and this being African American, predominantly African American university and art museum, I think this is a place where we should talk about it.
Art production specialist Christine Perry expressed how art can impact the lives of many people.
For us to expose our children to art as soon as possible, because if we don't, then they will never appreciate it.
The museum is located in the Fine Arts Building next to the James E. Shepard Building. The museum is open, but due to COVID, you will have to schedule an appointment in advance to see it in person. Or you can see it at nccu.edu and search under the search bar, Art Exhibit.
If you want to schedule an appointment at the Art Museum, contact Christina Perry. Reporting for Central News, Justin Wright.
Out with the old, in with the new. NCCU is planning to enhance the Eagle experience here on campus with the new Student Union building. Victoria has more on this story. Victoria?
That's right, Devontae. The Nest is in process of getting new additions in hopes of attracting new students and bringing in more revenue here at North Carolina Central University. The new Student Center project is to create 1,230 square feet that will provide the needed space for a fully functional student center. This building will replace the existing Alfonso Elder Student Union.
It will give them an environment to just kind of take it all in, take what does an eagle mean in one place.
The new building will include a large, multi-use gathering space seating up to 1,000 people for conferences, banquets, small and medium conference rooms, and administrative offices for student organizations. An auditorium that can accommodate a full freshman class of 1,750 students is planned as well.
It'll bring something new to the campus, something new to this area that, students really look at when picking schools like residence halls, student centers, student engagement.
As you can see behind me, they are working very diligently to get this project done soon. This will enhance the Eagle experience for current and future Eagles to come. Additional facilities will be provided for food services, public computer stations, and student convenience needs. All of this will be done in hopes of beautifying the campus of NCCU and drawing more students to attend our university for years to come.
A myriad of experiences, both exciting, both cultural, invigorating, inspirational, and developmental all in one space.
NCCU is hoping that the new Student Union building will be finished as soon as next fall. Reporting for Central News, Victoria Cooper.
Over the past 6 years, there have been 3 NCCU students who have committed suicide. Should students be concerned? Let's check in with Ceylon to see what information she has gathered.
From 2015 until now, NCCU has had a death rate of about 1 student per school year, half of those being suicides. As of now, students are wondering what the university is doing to upkeep mental health and ensure that they are getting a much-needed break.
In the years 2015, 2016, and 2019, NCCU students Hezekiah McCoy, Kawamalik Lee, and Michael Bell committed suicide. According to suicide.org, suicide is the second leading cause of death amongst college students. Suicide can be caused by increased stress levels, depressive disorders, as well as other factors. With these risks at hand, students question if NCCU is really making an effort to prioritize their mental health.
I feel that NCCU does not care about their students' mental health, and I don't feel like they effectively acknowledge the suicides that have happened at this university.
Even though the suicide rate at Central is less than 1%, they are still using tools to assist with mental health. A tactic Central has implemented are reading days during the school year. This is a new procedure that Central is using to replace things such as fall and spring break unofficially during the pandemic. Central also offers counseling sessions virtually for students who feel their mental health is not where it needs to be.
Now everything is virtual. Maybe like the numbers are a little bit lower. So, because we do all of our counseling virtually now. So I probably see about 15 to 20 people a week. We're constantly doing an assessment to gauge if the student is benefiting from their counseling, and all counseling is tailored specifically to that individual's needs and why they're coming for counseling. So I definitely feel like, the students that I talk to and of course, the other counselors here are reporting that counseling is helping.
For those struggling with grief, depression, or any other mental obstacles, feel free to make an appointment with the Counseling Center today. Reporting for Central News, Ceylon Edmondson.
Recent conditions here in Durham have caused winter weather advisories for students here at NCCU. They have been affected by the many slippery roads and the cold conditions. Let's get the scoop from Justin, who has more on this story.
Roads are wet and skies are partly clear now, but we've had many rainy days recently in Durham. More on how this has affected travel and residents. With all the rain that Durham has had recently, many residents have been under the weather. And with temperatures dropping, the risk of black ice forming on roads and highways has risen, resulting in winter weather advisories to be sent out. Duke Energy said almost 1 million power outages are possible across North Carolina and South Carolina, including some that may last for days. On Saturday, a winter storm warning had been issued for some parts of central North Carolina, including Durham, according to the National Weather Service.
I think for our state, where we have a milder climate, it becomes a problem for the homeless, the people that don't have anywhere to go, especially when the shelters get full.
Drivers were urged to be cautious as multiple traffic incidents occurred in the Triangle as a result of black ice and below freezing road conditions. There have been at least 2 accidents recently reported due to run-ins with black ice. One in Raleigh on Forestville Road, where black ice caused a driver to lose control, slamming into a large tree. And another vehicle overturned after the driver hit a patch of black ice on Eagle Rock Road near Lake Glad Road.
Well, the rain has affected me being at home. Like, I don't want to leave home. I want to stay inside.
More rain is expected to come this Friday and follow on into next week. If you want more information on what goes on in Durham, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at NCCU_Central News for more information. Stay safe and stay dry. I'm Justin Moses, reporting with Central News.
This past weekend, I got the opportunity to step into the field to cover the last opening weekend for NCCU's baseball team. In the recent weeks, North Carolina Central University students have been notified that the baseball team has been discontinued due to budget cuts at the hands of this global pandemic. This is heartbreaking for fans who loved NCCU baseball. The North Carolina Central University's baseball program has seen its different stages of progress and growth over the recent years. The news of the university's decision on the removal of this ball club has affected both players and staff tremendously.
The bomb was dropped on us around 3:15 and it was posted on social media by 3:30.
At the conclusion of this season, many players plan to transfer to other schools to finish out their careers in education. I spoke with Caleb McCroy, who is a redshirt sophomore, and got an opportunity to hear his future plans since he received the heartbreaking news.
I just entered the transfer portal yesterday morning, as a lot of guys did.
Head coach James Kerner has been in the program for the past 10 years. This has given him the opportunity to raise his family in the Eagle community. He has stated, "It's sad to see it come to an end." I had the privilege of speaking with head coach James Kerner, and he had a special message for the players and the Eagle family as his era comes to an end.
They have made as much of an impact on me as I have on them, and I'll be forever grateful for my 10 years at North Carolina Central.
To stay up to date with more information on this story, you can follow us at Central News on Instagram. And to the baseball team, keep on knocking those home runs and to your future endeavors. We will miss you. Reporting for Central News, Devontae Wedlock. Once again, my name is Devontae Wedlock, and I want to thank you for watching Central News. Be on the lookout for Central News every Friday at noon. And always remember, keep that Eagle pride amplified.